Okay, so we're creating ceremonial space here in a beautiful group, and we're going to call in the directions. So let's start to do that from our center of our sacred heart. So just take a couple of breaths and let's look into each other's eyes in the camera. You can look into somebody's eyes, or you can look into your eyes and then to everybody's eyes. And those that don't have that camera on, that's okay. We're pretending that we can see your eyes, because when we're looking with this center of our heart eyes, then we can see through everything and anything. So I am the living light blessing you now. So we say that I am the living light blessing you now. And we can feel our heart. Oh, look at Adriana Kalani. I am the living light blessing you now. So feel how your heart, the light in your heart is lighting up. And there is this beautiful beam of light. And as you share it, is always exponentially multiplying with everyone. And this sacred flame inside of our heart, it's like a golden flame, but it also holds the pink light and the blue light, which makes the violet light. I am the living light, blessing you now. And as we all are one, we can feel this light building inside of our heart. And it's like you're opening up this star that you are, your star in your heart, your sun that shines. And that sun both shines out, but it also magnetizes energies into the center of the center. So if you like, you can even take your arms out like this. It's always good to open the heart channel. So straight arms, and you push your hips into the floor and you or chair, and then inhale. I am the living light, blessing you now, and just pull into your heart energy. So you're taking all the energy from around you and just pulling it into your heart. So you're just gathering energy, magnetizing, pulling it back into your heart. Let's do one more together. Inhale, I am the living light, blessing you now. And the message that I'm getting here about the yoti, that light, the sacred flame inside of our heart, is that it can transmute and cleanse and clear and enliven everything and anything. Even the computer, thank you. We can bless the computer, we can bless the plants, the flowers, the animals, all the sentient beings, but all the stuff, everything is on the quantum field, a beautiful vibration. So we're going to say this beautiful chant, a Vedic chant that was presented to me a couple of days ago. And we'll just start with the English version, and you can just receive it, or you can say it internally or say it out loud. And it begins like this: I am the light within. I am the light without. I am the innermost light, higher than the highest. I am the light that is the light of lights. I am verily Shiva, which is consciousness, the self-luminous light. Right? So light holds consciousness. Love holds divine action or divine will in action. Okay, and they're very similar and they work so together. Remember how you can say love, light? So in Sanskrit, antar yoti, the light within. Now visualize yourself just lighting up from within, everywhere, like inside of your body, it's light. It might be primordial cosmic light. Okay, so antar yoti, bahir yoti, bahir yoti. I am the light without, bahir yoti. Pragyag yoti, pragyag yoti, the innermost light. And then para, 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 higher than the highest. Para, para. Now you'll say para, para all night long. Para, para. Okay, we read this first line again. Antar yoti, bahir yoti, pragtag yoti, para, 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 para. So I am the light within, I am the light without, I am the innermost light, higher than the highest. So there's the frequency. Could you hear the sound of the light? Okay. Can you start to see the light within you, see the light around you? Sense, can you sense the light? Can you hear the light? Start to hear the vibration around you on work? And then can you start to smell the light? Can you smell the light? Smell consciousness, start to smell energies. Remember when something smells good? Sometimes it comes this beautiful whiff of smell. Maybe it's a jasmine, right? Maybe it's a rose. So the ascended masters, they are also showing themselves with light and with smell and with sound. Then we say, Yotir, Yoti, Yotir, Yoti, the light of lights. Yotir, Yoti. Svayam Yoti, my own light. Atma Yoti, so the Atman is the higher self. Atma Yoti, Shiva's my I am Shiva. Shiva is the highest consciousness, the stillness of consciousness. We need Shakti, the divine energy to move things, but that emptiness or the richness or the nothingness or that absolute consciousness is Shiva, the luminous light, the self-luminous light. So we'll do that second line. Yotir, Yoti. Svayam, Yoti. Atma, Yoti. She was my yam. Okay, so let's read it one more time and just see if you could feel this vibration go through you. I read it for you in English and you can just receive the inner light. I am the light within. I am the light without. I am the innermost light, higher than the highest. I am the light that is the light of lights. I am verily Shiva, the self-luminous light. So last Tuesday we had a powerful light meditation. I am that living light. And everything just starts to shine in this vast, wonderful vibration. Now think of your heart chakra lightening up, and the vibration and the sound of your heart, sacred heart, the light of the light, when it's turned on, it has the colors of a peacock's feathers shimmering and shaking. So open the corridor to receive that wisdom light deep within, shimmering in the lights of a peacock's feather. It is bright. It has deep colors. Yes, like primordial colors. Here we have a peacock. See those bright colors of depths of the night, and then the brightest green, the brightest blues. They are magnificent, these feathers. Even the peacock posture in yoga, for example, Pinchamayurasana, you're standing on your forearms like a peacock. You have to stretch up and stretch forward and open your heart, but stabilize yourself. When we do the peacock pose, it's an inversion where we balance on our forearms. Yes, and we stretch. You have to squeeze your legs like a feather, like a tail. And this energy lifts deeply within you as you firm in to the center to stabilize the body. Now the peacocks too, remember, they catch poisonous snakes. They eat scorpions like, crackers. They can eat that poison that we cannot take, but the poison creates those beautiful colors within. So allow for yourself to feel that cleansing from your heart. Now I'm getting the messages that, the matrix is simply collapsing. The timelines are collapsing. Some people experience collapsed neighborhoods. Things are collapsing around us. There's a theory called the chaos theory, where everything is kind of changing rapidly around. And when it feels like it's too much, we always go to the center of our heart, because this is the portal. This is the corridor of light into your truth. So our cosmic DNA is awakening now from the center of your heart. And once we start to give an opportunity for these DNA strands to wake up, then we are expanding so far out. Like the ninth chakra is like by the height of the moon. The 10th chakra is towards the galaxies, right? 11th is the portal into and out from this galaxy. And the 12th chakra opens us in to the universe. All of this is happening inside of our hearts. So instead, just, I would prefer, instead of having binoculars, have a kaleidoscope to see the beauty from within. See those colors, the changing, everything awakening in this way. Now, you are the prophet. You are the prophet, the one who is awakening yourself with that living light inside of your heart. Our cosmic DNA is awakening. If you can feel, imagine, sense your heart emanate and vibrate. This is how we kind of light up. And the great ones come to us when we shimmer, when we light up. They can see, oh, this one is ready. It's kind of like, you look at the tomatoes. If they're green, you're not going to pick them, but when they're bright red, you will, oh, this one is ready. And where they're rotten, okay, sorry, but we missed that opportunity. So they can see us light up. Divine Mother came to me actually earlier today and said, keep doing that practice, everything from the center of your heart. I will share with you what she actually said. We're opening with intention, imagination to discover our inner truth. We're opening to light, to love, to joy, and to peace. We're awakening the frequency in our own heart space now. Just like the yoti holds that frequency of the light of the lights. This is the completion practices that we're coming towards now. This is the part of that enlightenment energy to become aware of. We are on the threshold to enlightenment, and through these activations, we are reminded of what we're holding in our heart is our own key. And as we are ready, we can listen to the own beat of our own heart. Feel the frequency waves that emanates from your sacred heart, from that light, the living light and the frequencies in your heart. Feel these light codes swirl all the way around you, in you, and about you. This is a consistent frequency. Try to become aware and hear the frequency of your heart, of your yoti. Become aware and feel the sensation of the frequency of your yoti, the light of the light. Become aware as much as you can of the frequency of your own heart space through all that you do. Today I cooked this chili from the frequency of my heart space. I baked the cornbread quickly, but still with the frequency of your heart space. You can also call in the Reiki and the Shakti Reiki and allow that frequency to come from your heart space. Now, each day, call in the masters. They're already here helping you. And they will start to work with your heart. Ask daily that all enhancements that can be added today for you in a gentle way. Realize that the heart emanation is what matters now. So even though we are in the mundane life, shine bright in that and see the beauty on all levels. This is the completion practices that are being offered now. In you, on you, through you, and about you. And really become aware of how it feels when you are in the receiving and the emanating aspects of who you are. When we're too much in our thinking mind, we forget a little bit about that emanation in our heart. When we're fully in our hearts and emanate those frequencies and see the waves around us, we're connecting that beauty all around us to the waves of the emanation from the depth of our own hearts. So the old matrix and the fear patterns, fear and judgment, is basically the opposite of that frequency. You can even play with holding a fear thought in your mind and then emanate it with that frequency of love. Like bring out all the cockroaches and just hold them in the light and they will pop like beautiful sparkles, like twinkling stars, and transmute them in that way. Sit with it instead of trying to make it go away. If there's a challenge coming up, hold it, sit with it, thank it for being here. Hold it in that God spark, the golden white frequency or the violet flame. Hold it there now and see how this feels inside of you. You can also add the sacred chant of Om into that. And if you know the Gayatri mantra, Om Bhur Bhurvasvaha Tatsavinturvarenyam Bargo Devatya Dhimahi Diyo Yonat Prachodasha. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavinturvarenyam Bargo Devatya Dhimahi Diyo Yonat Prachodaya. Om Bhurvasvaha Tatsavinturvarenyam Bargo Devatya Dhimahi Diyo Yonat Prachodaya. Or just chant Om. Another thing that we can practice to clear the filter, the net. We can, do you wake up sometimes in your dreams? Chant Om. Or in the early morning when you're aware that you're kind of in that space, in between this space, chant Om or think Om or vibrate the sound of Om and see how the whole netaru or the web or the sacred Indra's grid is starting to sparkle and even itself out. Yes, just shine that light out completely. And there's a practice also where you can imagine if there's something that was really heavy, you can imagine that you're wearing a cloak and take the cloak off and then toss it in the violet flame or in the golden flame, and then ask Earth to transmute it for you, or your guides, teachers, angels, masters. There's a lot of thoughts. Yes, tapping. Thank you, Adriana. Tap it out. There's a lot of stuff being pulled up and out. You can think about the dandelions, those yellow plants that you have to take out of the grass and toss them. Who knew that they were so healthy and healing? The roots of that is magnificent. The leaves, you can even eat them, and they are transmuting you from the inside out. Start listening to your own heart guidance and know that you know your path. Watch it unfold. Remember what you know that you know is really your own truth? What do you know that nobody taught you, that you're re-remembering again? That's the path to go. That is your lights of light, your inner light. I am the light within. I am the light of the light. Feel one more time. I am the light within. Feel the frequency, the pulsation. I am the light around us without. I am the innermost light, the higher than the highest. I am the light that is the light of the lights. I am verily Shiva, the self-luminous consciousness light, the primordial knowing. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I love you, I love you, I love you, and so it is. Hold on, I'm gonna pause.